Red?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So hot.
Ready?
Yep.
Welcome back to another edition of Sports Inc. I'm with Mark Gregory. I'm Scott Taylor. It was a interesting night last week, especially in the SPC. We had some couple crazy games, but the game of the week, Niles West, got smoked by Maine South. We said it'd be more Maine South. How good they are, the Niles West, being good or bad or whatever. You still take that out.
Yeah, I mean, Matt Alvini doing it that quick, that fast, getting out to put some big scores up. Yeah, I still think I think Maine South has shown they're that good, and I think they vaulted now. I believe the top of everybody's polls now. Who does the polling had a lot to do with are the 5-0 game, but still, that one was a big game, and I think Maine South is primed to make a good playoff run now.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they were before. I thought they were state champ caliber. I think it doesn't just show how good Maine South is, but it shows Niles West probably isn't all that good. In fact, I think they could very well finish 5-4.
We'll see. I mean, it's a big game here. How they rally from that one. Are they gonna say, gee, we're not, and kind of put their head, tail between their legs and kind of and just say, okay, well here we go, we're gonna lose things, or are they gonna rally and say, hey, you know what, we just played a really good team, they beat us really good, let's go out and prove that we're better than that.
Yeah, they do have the next three on their toughest teams in the conference. They got New Trier, Evanston, and Glenbrook South, so nothing's guaranteed the rest of the year.
Nothing's easy for them.
And then the other 5-0 matchup, like you touched on, Lincoln Way East, another pretty much a rout over Bolingbrook. Bolingbrook got an injury. I don't think it would have mattered, though, in the game.
Oh, I think it definitely would have mattered. I think, first off, losing Aaron Bailey on the second play from scrimmage. I mean, Bolingbrook jumped out to the lead like that. I mean, they,
the defense gave up that lead right away. The defense didn't play.
Their defense didn't play well. Lincoln Way scored 3 touchdowns in 2 minutes. After seeing their other guy, John Howard, their running back, go down where, I mean, when he went down and his legs pointing this way and his ankles pointing that way, I mean, it was just a devastating injury for those kids to. I mean, you see your buddy cart off in an ambulance with his foot pointing the opposite direction. It takes a little bit out of you. Not to mention that you just lost your all-state quarterback, and at that time his return was uncertain. It was just checked out by the trainers. Didn't even know what was wrong with Aaron yet. Then all of a sudden, Quincy comes in. He's getting the offense going. There's a nice 35-yard pass to Howard. Goes right down the seam with it. And when he gets spun down, there goes the ankle. And yeah, they have a stable running back. So John's a good running back, but they have other guys who can play the position. Just seeing your guy go down like that, it takes some. And once they regrouped at halftime and kind of got going back, their offense was able to move the ball. Their defense stepped back up. But I will say, Tommy Fusel's the real deal. I mean, that kid from Lincoln Way East, that quarterback, he's the real deal. It would have been a lot of fun to watch him and Aaron go back and forth because, yeah, you know what? Even he would have beat the Bolingbrook defense at times with his legs. He's that good. But I think Aaron would have put up a lot of points too to counteract it. It would have been a high scoring game, and it would have been a punching a boxing match back and forth. So,
we'll see.
I don't think Bolingbrook has. If Aaron Bailey comes back, Bolingbrook has nothing to worry about. They're gonna make a run in the playoffs. I mean, they'll be fine. But Lincoln Way East, if they don't win Class 7A this year, something's really wrong.
Oh, Glenbard West is gonna have something to say about that too. The ESCC kind of played out where teams went 2-1. JCA had a nice win. Nice dominant win. Ty Isaac seemed to be back on after you kind of called it. After I guess I kind of called it out last week. We both kind of did.
Oh, Ty was definitely back, and he looked like the Ty Isaac of old. I mean, he was patient, hit his holes. Once he got there, the burst was there. Again, when a guy's out for a little while, yeah, I know you always say the shoulder injury wasn't an ankle. Why can't he run? Hey, you know what? You got to get your legs back. You're out for a few weeks. It takes a little bit of time to get timing and conditioning back. So he's back full speed. It looks like we'll see about this week against Carmel.
Yeah, they're in good shape for that one. Bennett continue to roll with their win. Nazareth got the better of Notre Dame. Now Notre Dame's got to watch out. They still have tough teams left, so we don't know what's in store for them. So it's just still waiting to play out in that conference. And then you look at the WSC real quick. Downers South, they're out of the playoff hunt now.
Yeah.
Downers North, they're playoff eligible. It's a good thing for them. And then you look at the Southwest Prairie. And I mean, you had the obvious games, the Plainfield North and Oswego win, setting up this week's huge showdown between 5-1 teams and undefeated in conference. But then you had Central 42, Oswego East 40. What happened to Central's defense last few weeks? That's what I want to know. And then on top of that, you had Plainfield South somehow beating Minooka 14-10. I don't think either of us saw that happen.
Not at all. Not. I mean, the way Minooka was rolling, like I said, and I saw. I mean, South against Romeoville, who isn't, a great team, and South, had to go to overtime to beat them. You have Minooka, who's on a roll, and all of a sudden, they just stalled. I mean, that offense stalled, and you get, South, played, but that Ridgewell rivalry, man, that's these rivalry games. I mean, both teams, these kids get up more for these games, and so I mean, and
that actually, if you technically look at it, I mean, while it's going to be hard to accomplish. That game could actually give 7 SPC teams playoff eligible. 6 playoff teams eligible.
Could.
Which would be quite crazy if it happened. It could be 6 teams at least 5-4. I don't think it's going to happen, but.
And if it is, we know that Plainfield Central, that 5 wins like last year, that's not going to give. Minooka will get in with 5 wins with their playoff points. But
South, as long as
South,
Bolingbrook keeps winning, South should make it in, but that didn't help Joliet West. Joliet West is going to need to be Lockport to help them out.
Right, exactly. And Plainfield Central with 5 wins, their points aren't going to be good enough to get in. So.
And Oswego East, they're probably not either. Because they played Scissors to the Port too in the first 2 games.
Yep.
But that sets the stage for a very competitive this week. I think there's quite a few big games looming throughout all of our conferences, pretty much. So. We'll come back and we'll break down those conferences and make our picks for this week. Right now, I see here I gained 2 more games on you last week. That's a 10-game lead, 75-21 to 65-31. So, Mark, you better stop picking Joliet Central and.
Hey, 65-31 isn't bad, but
all those kind of teams. So we'll be back and keep checking out all of our conference picks.
Are we gonna couple up the Suburban and I-8?
Yeah, because there's only 3 games.